Damn. Hopefully, once I get on the main road. Oh, I need the code to get out. Morning, gorgeous. Might have to do this one parked up. Anyways, hi guys, sorry, I was just waiting for everyone to join in. Obviously I don't normally do videos this early. I'm not normally awake this early, but I've been up since about 6. And yeah, it was a good night for cryptocurrencies. I will be printing the t-shirts later. Cheers, Steve. So for anyone who's interested, Steve messaged me and asked me if I'd like to wear one of his Big Glenn inspired t-shirts, and he's going to send me one kindly. So thank you, Steve, I much appreciate that. And when I've got it, I'll wear it, and you guys can tell me in the comment section what you think of his design. Yeah, so I've done a video about 2 weeks ago saying that I think Bitcoin is going to, from this point, go on a bit of a rally, and if it can get past 10,500, it will shoot straight to sort of 12k. I still believe that to be true, and what we've seen in the last 3 days is Bitcoin and Ethereum especially. If you actually look at Ethereum, like in the last 7 days, I think it has gone up, or it's pumped. I think it's at 35-40%, which is awesome. If you hold Ethereum, that's, you know, I bought mine at $180, so it's pretty much doubled. So when you talk about buying Bitcoin at 9k and it going to, like, you know, 18k, 20k, like near the all-time highs, you know, I said ages ago, oh, I think Ethereum's going to be the next big mover. When I did a top 10 coins to hold going into this next bull run, I said Ethereum was my #1 pick. So yeah, I feel like I've called that pretty well. The the bull run that we've had the last few days is insane. It reminds me of the old days. Bitcoin has been trading so steadily for like so long. I said it's very unnatural, or like it's very un-Bitcoin like, or very crypto like. So yeah, it's been awesome to see some gains finally. Obviously I still have my Bitcoin and Ethereum holdings that I don't touch, I don't do anything with. I just check the price and I think, oh yeah, it's gone up. But until we're sort of like way past all-time highs, I'm talking like 30-40k, then I'll start thinking, okay, I'll look to obviously start implementing a strategy of taking profits. But all of this stuff at the moment is just noise, and it's a bit of excitement. But Bitcoin just got to 10,250. I think on some exchanges it went up to 10,300, and it started to retrace a little bit. So I was like, oh no. I was hoping it would get past 10,500, so then that would signify to everyone, there'd be no doubt, okay, it's out of this trend line that's been happening since 2017 or whenever it was, and we're now on a new bull run. That's what I was hoping, but it got very close. But saying that, obviously it's still early in the morning. We may still have $200-300 worth of Bitcoin to go up within the next day or two. It may retrace a little bit and then it may go back up. And also I just want to clarify that I think if it goes to 10,500, it doesn't mean to say, oh, I think it will never come back down. A lot of people say that, oh, Bitcoin will never be at 10,000 again, and I always laugh at those sort of comments. But I do honestly believe that as soon as it hits past that 10,500, see, you're having nice weather up there. Bitcoin is not the only thing making that rain. The rain is terrible noise. Oh, is it? It doesn't sound too bad to me. Yeah, so I think once we get past that 10,500, we are going to see sort of 11.5, 12k, like really quickly. That's what I predict. I don't think it's going to be a, you know, slow riser, like $100-200 a day here or there. I think we're going to have a day where it pumps $500, then it'll retrace maybe $200, then it'll have a day of pumping another $500. That's what I predict, and so far my predictions have been pretty spot on for the last year or so. As you guys know, I don't really do technical analysis. I don't really trade at all, but just trends that I notice, you know, that are sort of repeating itself from 2017. I said, once people realise Bitcoin's on a bull run, they will, all these people that are like, oh yeah, Elrond is the next big thing, Chainlink's the next, all this, they'll all jump ship the second Bitcoin starts to go up too quick. But by then it would be too late. They'll still be early in the overall cycle, but if you imagine Bitcoin goes up to say 10.5, that signifies to people that there's going to be a start of a bull run. By then it goes up to 11k. Well, you've already lost $2,000, because I mean Bitcoin was at 9,100 like a week ago. So you've, from where we're at now, it's already up 1,300, which is like 10-12%. If it goes up another $500 to $1,000, you've already lost now $2,000 worth of gains, because you're holding some altcoin which is probably going to go down whilst Bitcoin's going up. So then obviously the gap is getting bigger, and then all of a sudden then you realize, oh, actually I would have been just better off holding Bitcoin. And that is exactly what happened the last few years. All the hodl community always say just hodl, you know, and all that. And I remember I tried to not fight it, but I was really like, no, there's, you know, easy, quick ways to make gains. You can mine, you can buy this coin and then sell it, and now you have to look at the altcoin that you have. Ethereum's just pumped like 35-40%. So I looked today to see which ones had pumped in the last 24 hours, and I think the biggest gainer on sort of within the top 100 was 45%. Or then you have to look at, well, you probably exchanged Ethereum to get that altcoin, and Ethereum's pumped 40%. So you then have to deduct that 40% off. So if something has pumped 50%, really it's only up 10%, because for you to realize that gain, unless it has an off ramp where you can convert it into cash, you have to exchange it back to Ethereum or another coin to send to an exchange to cash out. So for you to realize those gains, you need to hope that Ethereum or Bitcoin don't outpace whatever, otherwise you're losing money. ETH's algorithm seems to be getting easier too. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know anything about that, but I know obviously they're looking to implement Ethereum 2.0, but yeah, I can honestly see Ethereum going to $1,000-1,200, something like that. Probably within the next, if Bitcoin starts a bull run in the next few days, if it gets past this 10,500, if Bitcoin dumps, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about if it dumps. So let's say it doesn't quite hit the 10,500. So it doesn't signify to all the technical analysis out there that we're now on the start of a bull run. Bitcoin dumps and goes back down to probably 8,500, something like that. Ethereum will probably obviously go back to where it was, I assume, if not lower, which means obviously it will have an even bigger fall from grace. And all the altcoins will probably really suffer as well, but then the altcoins will start up again, and Ethereum will start up again, and then Bitcoin will go after. Just like a repeating cycle over and over again. I find it really interesting, actually. I think it's I think the correlation between a little alt season starting to then obviously the pump of Ethereum and Bitcoin seems to repeat itself several times. So I don't know. I might look into that a bit more, actually. The what's happened over the years of an altcoin season before a big move in Bitcoin, because there hasn't really been any major news. Well, there has actually. Bitcoin apparently can be held by banks now as a custodian for people in, I think in America, they announced that. I think PayPal has jumped all in and Visa's jumped all in. All these big names that are all were saying a few years ago, oh, no, we wouldn't touch it, it's too volatile, it's too risky, it's only used by scammers, it's only used by drug dealers. Well, now they're talking about, yeah, we're going to implement Bitcoin on our platform, we're going to start offering Bitcoin, we're going to start securing Bitcoin. So yeah, there's loads of huge news going on. But normally when there's a big run like this, there's normally some sort of catalyst, something has come out or something has been said, but I haven't really seen anything. Normally, obviously, this everyone's been saying that how Bitcoin is correlated with the S&P 500. The S&P 500 hasn't had a 40% gain, so you'd have to say that that hasn't started this run up. So I don't know. We'll see what happens in the next. I reckon within the next 24, 48 hours. I hope the answer will be given one way or the other, actually. And hopefully the answer to whether you guys are going to smash that like button will be answered in the next couple of seconds. There's 11 of you watching, but no one has clicked like. I'm doing a live stream at 8:15 in the morning. Come on, give me a little bit of credit. Hey, the likes are going up. Cheers, guys. So yeah, it's a really interesting time. It's really, really exciting because I bought Bitcoin. I made my large purchase of Bitcoin when Bitcoin was at 8,800, 8,700, I think, off the top of my head. And although I didn't call the bottom, I bought in when I knew it was a bear market. I knew it was a bad time for holding on to Bitcoin because I thought it would probably go down lower. And I even bought it and said, I think it's going to go lower. But I didn't want to be that guy that just kept saying, yeah, but it's going to go lower, it's going to go lower, it's going to go lower. And then it just keeps going up and up and up, like what we're seeing now. So I actually bought in at sort of 8,800. And I thought, to me, it was the right time in my life. I'm sure we could all say, oh, I wish I bought Bitcoin when it was at 3,000. I do, because then I would have tripled my investment straight away. But I didn't have spare money then. I had debts then. So I've sorted all those out in the background, got myself financially stable, and then invested. Now, if this sum of money goes to zero, it's not going to really affect my life that much. I'll be upset. I'll be like, oh, for God's sake. But it's not really going to affect my life that much at all, actually. So that's what I talk about a lot in these videos. Only invest what you're willing to lose, what you're willing for it to go to zero. I mean, I saw some people on Twitter putting, oh, I've just bought my first Bitcoin today. And I thought, you're buying it when it's at sort of not all-time high, but like all-time high for the last year or so. That doesn't normally bode well. But I suppose we need those people to do that. Otherwise, the price won't then continue going up for us. It's a very selfish mentality, I suppose. So yeah, what do you guys think? Where do you think Bitcoin's going to go from here? I think it's really exciting times. I'd love to hear your thoughts, what you think is going to happen. I think we're going to head sort of the way that this has run up so quickly. I think we're going to see 12k like very shortly, and then we may stagnate around there for a little while. I don't know, we may dip back down to 10k and then back up to 11k, you know, all those sort of shenanigans. But I think we're going to see a 12k Bitcoin fairly soon, and then from there, obviously, I think it'll be a slog working its way up to its all-time high. I think that will take a little while, although when Bitcoin does tend to go up, it goes up pretty quick. So if you look at the last big bull run, Bitcoin had its most profitable days, I think, only over like 19 days or something like that. So you think if you held Bitcoin for the whole year of 2017, there was only actually 19 days where it was profitable to you know, like the biggest gains, were realized over sort of 10 to 19 days. So there was only a few weeks where actually you're like, oh yeah, I'm well up. The rest of the time it was either stagnant or or dropped. So yeah, Bitcoin does, when it moves one way or the other, it tends to go up pretty quick. But I think we're going to see 12k, and then after that, obviously I can't predict into the future. But what I do like to see is that I've done a video obviously on Plan B's stock to flow asset model, where he was charting obviously the price of Bitcoin, and normally the red dots go across to the side and then from there they go straight up. We had the 2 red dots, and now obviously going into next month we're going up in price already quite quickly. So that would say to me that his model is still remaining true to what he predicted when he first created that model. So that's really interesting, because as you guys know, Plan B sort of says based on his model he predicts, I think it was $280,000 Bitcoin by, I think, in the next 2 years or something like that. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting ride if things like that start to happen. I mean, those are sort of like, for me anyway, those are sort of life-changing sums of money. And obviously I'll be documenting the whole journey with you guys if that was to happen. But yeah, I'd have to start thinking, I mean, we're getting well ahead of ourselves. Let's get past this 10,500. I'm sure we have plenty of time to talk about when Bitcoin's at all-time highs and how to take profits and stuff. But just remember to have your exit in mind at the beginning, and also only invest what you're willing to lose. Just be mindful of that. I did post a video yesterday about sort of what I feel are the easiest exchanges to use, and overall I said that PrimeXBT was one of my favorites, which it still is. I quite like using PrimeXBT. I haven't got my laptop with me, so I sort of wished I put in obviously a long yesterday, because it'd be well profitable now with a bit of leverage in it. That would have been awesome. Only like a small amount, like 1.2 or maybe 1.5 times leverage. I don't go crazy with the leverage side of it. Steve says he's got to go. See you later, mate. Thanks for commenting. Look forward to seeing your t-shirt. Hopefully you guys can smash that like button before you leave. We've still only got a couple of likes there. There's 11 of you watching, so hopefully you can raise the likes for me for doing a live stream so early in the morning. Yeah, so I've got a promo code that they gave me. They messaged me about doing some sort of promotion. I said, well, yeah, can you just give me a usually with a lot of these platforms, I think the way they do it is they'll give the person who's promoting it extra bonus commission for people that use their site for trading. But I just said, like, can you give, I don't really want anything, can you just give a good decent promo code for people joining? So they came back and said, we'll do if you type in BitGlen and you sign up to PrimeXBT, you will get a 50% bonus of Bitcoin. So say you put 1 Bitcoin on there. I believe there is a maximum cap. Someone commented in my video saying they tried it, and there's a maximum cap of $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. So let's say you put in $1,000 of Bitcoin on their platform, you will actually have 1,500 worth of Bitcoin to play about with on their platform. But you can't just do that and then withdraw all your Bitcoin off. You have to trade it so many times or X amount, and then obviously you can withdraw it. So times like this is when you want to be, opportunities like that you want to be jumping at, because I'm not recommending you go out there and start gambling with it, but if you can get a 50% bunts on your Bitcoin straight off the bat, and you sort of put in a buy trade on XBT, so you think the price is going up, if we get past this 10,500, I think it's going to go one way. So then you can maximize that by just, you know, trading this 50% extra Bitcoin that, you know, because you don't care if you lose it, you gained it for nothing. So put the 50% of Bitcoin in, put a buy thing in along, See, this is how bad I am at technical analysis. Can't even get the words right. And just hopefully cash out some good gains from that. That's a strategy that you could use. It's up to you. If you don't feel comfortable trading, then I suggest you don't. You just hodl. But there's an opportunity there to make some money. If I wasn't doing this house up, I think I'd be doing that today. Actually, I don't qualify for my own discount code. I said to him, oh, can I get the 50% bonus? And they're like, no, it's only for people signing up new. I was thinking, oh, my own promo code with my own name, like the channel name anyway, and I can't get it. What's up with that? Why don't I get some sort of bonus? Never mind. But that's worth saying. I'll normally in my videos there's a link in the description to PrimeXBT. If you click on that link, and then when you sign up, in the left hand column it will say promo codes. Just type in BitGlen, and when you deposit some Bitcoin to the platform, they will top it up another 50%. So I think that's worth giving a crack. But yeah, that's it really, guys. That's all I wanted to talk about, I suppose. Don't forget to smash that like button for me. Click subscribe if you're new. Follow me over on Twitter. I'm posting a lot more on Twitter now, just with my thoughts of crypto and price predictions and stuff like that. So head on over to Twitter and find me at BitGlen. Or you can join Team BitGlen, the Telegram group chat. There's no shilling, no scams, no referral links and stuff like that. It's just chatting about crypto, so feel free to join in with that. And I'll look forward to seeing you on this bumpy ride of crypto over the next few days. And hopefully we'll get past this 10,500. And then from there, I think the sky's the limit. So let's just see if we hit that first. We're just under it, so we're just teasing at the moment. But it could just drop. And we could have a dip for a little while. And that's what I think some analysts predicted, like Tone Vase. He said that he thinks we're going to trade sideways for the rest of this year. But I think if we can get past sort of 10.5, 11k, then I think we're going to go one way only. So, but what do I know, eh? What do I know? Bitcoin, please go to moon. That's it, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.